Yeah, well, I'm going to be putting together a comprehensive document to market the benefits of Gympie for businesses, for investors, for people looking for somewhere to live with lifestyle. And today was an opportunity to talk to some of the community leaders, including councillors, the mayor, local members, and just get their thoughts on what Gympie has to offer. It's got plenty to offer. The question is, do people out there know about it? So it becomes an exercise in letting people know about Gympie and what it's got to offer.
For me, the biggest takeaway for the morning was the fact that we all know what we've got here. We're just not very good at selling it. We've got to get out and get on the front foot and sell our region. And I think Terry's report is going to help us with that very thing.
Terry Ryder here today is a person with a great deal of experience in planning and really producing a document or producing a framework for people to use.
I've seen quite a lot at the meeting this morning that's going to help. Local knowledge is priceless. We do lots of research through internet sources, etc. But there's nothing quite like the the people at the coalface who know what's really going on. But the biggest thing I've got from this meeting this morning is the community spirit in this place. I do this at communities, towns and cities around Australia, and I don't think I've been anywhere that's got such a strong community spirit and a desire to go forward and improve and let people know about what their town has to offer.
Look, I think what we're trying to do is work together, harness the power of a collective drive in a particular direction rather than everyone taking their own bat and ball and doing their own thing. And I think the Chamber has wanted that for a long time. I think and this council is definitely looking to work with the business community so we can achieve the best result for the region.
I think Gympie's hugely underrated. There is a movement right across Australia right now, people leaving the major cities and moving to regional centres that are within, say, 2 hours of the capital city. So Gympie is ripe to benefit from that trend because to a large degree it's about affordability, people looking for a lower cost of living, more affordable housing. Gympie offers all of that in spades, a great lifestyle, really affordable relative to Brisbane, relative to the Sunshine Coast. So it's got a lot to offer in that regard. And we're actually now seeing the real estate industry in Gympie is really busy because of lifestyle, affordability and the ability to increasingly for people to work remotely, which is something that's been enhanced and exacerbated by the COVID-19 lockdown, which forced people to work from home and open their eyes to the fact that, hey, we can work remotely, and that means we don't actually need to be in the big, expensive, congested city. And that's an opportunity for Gympie.
Gympie's got some great people that really want to work really hard here. We're excellent in what we know well, agriculture, manufacturing. I think where we can grow is the IT sector. I think we can attract those people that can't afford to buy at Noosa and move to here. I think we can really drag some great people to the town.
Yeah, we've included Gympie in our top 5 hotspots for regional Queensland, which says something about what it does offer because it's in competition with places like Cairns and Townsville and Mackay, the Gold Coast, the Sunshine Coast, Toowoomba, all those places. But we think Gympie's right up there because there's a lot going on in the local economy, which is really important because people need jobs.
Look, there's some challenges ahead of all businesses, being small, medium, even large businesses. Some of them are struggling through this economic crisis that we've got at the moment. And there needs to be some good solid planning to make certain that we can chart a way forward for this community and particularly the businesses in this region.
We need to now really innovate, we need to be nimble, we need to find ways of getting back on track as quickly and as possible.
The Chamber has a really great relationship with the new council. We worked really closely with a lot of members of the current council in the lead up to the election, and we see a really positive relationship moving forward. There's a lot of dynamic people on the new council that are really managing a tough situation well.
I think most people will find that this council has a different approach to business, a different attitude to development. Everything needs to be done within the law, but we're very keen to work with any applicant who wants to move to town. It's a great place to live.
And we need to make certain that that small to medium-sized businesses are supported through this because As we know, more than 90% of employment comes from small to medium-sized businesses.
One of the messages I got is that people appreciate the importance of Gympie's connectivity and proximity to the Sunshine Coast, but they don't want to be seen as part of the Sunshine Coast, and they don't want to be seen as someone on the fringe of the Sunshine Coast. People want to be seen, Gympie as a brand in its own right, with its own identity, and I think that's important. But it's a message I got really strongly today. There's big things happening here. The upgrades to the highway these are multi-billion-dollar, multi-phase projects. There's some very big alternative energy projects proposed and approved for this region, coupled with what's already going on here. So there's plenty to talk about. There's plenty of meat in this report. But what I'm going to really try and convey is the sentiment in this community, the community spirit, and the lifestyle that's on offer.